God has a wonderful plan for your life. Yeah, that looks wonderful, doesn't it? Do you know this story? Do you know what you're looking at there? This this book apparently was a book that Charlie Kirk was reading right before his untimely death. And I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. So this whole fact that I have this book in my hand just shows the positive impact of that horrific day. Um, this picture is of Stephen. Stephen is my favorite true story person in the Bible. I was listening to the book of Acts once and I was struggling with unforgiveness. And I just never could get anywhere with people telling me you have to be like Jesus. Jesus was on the cross and he said, "Forgive them, for they know not what I do." And I could never wrap my head around his humanity because he was also perfect. And so it just didn't feel fair that I'm expected to be perfect like Jesus. And so Jesus led me to Stephen. Stephen was special. He wasn't just like any other disciple. He was full of the Spirit. Full of the Spirit. Not all Christians are full of the Spirit. Go read Acts. Among all the disciples, they looked for 7 or 8, I can't remember, 7, I think, men to serve tables, okay? This is how lowly I would say the position would be in our world's eyes, to go serve tables. And what were the qualifications? That they be full of wisdom and of the Spirit, to be full of the Spirit. So therefore, not all the disciples were full of wisdom and full of the Spirit, but Stephen was. So we're just going to fast forward to the end of Stephen's life. He is so full of the Spirit. He is so proclaiming the truth and warning people. He ended up being a prophet. He's serving tables, and the next thing you know, people are so mad at him correcting them and pointing them to Jesus that they pick up stones and they start stoning him to death. And Stephen lifts up his eyes and says, I can't quote him word for word, but he sees Jesus and he cries out, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them." And I remember where I was driving down the road in my truck, listening to the Bible app being played through my radio in my truck, and I started to bawl because then I was held accountable. Oh no, Amanda, a regular old Christian just like you, completely flesh, but full of the Holy Spirit, can forgive just like Jesus did. And that was transformational. As maybe I should just feel ashamed of myself that I can't just look at Jesus and say, that wasn't enough. But you know what? Jesus, he said, that's okay. I got a story for you. There is a story for every one of your hurts. Please open up that Bible. And if you're not sure, send me a comment. Ask me a question. Tell me about your hurt. I will send you to the Bible verse. I know it's in there.